Hello, you're watching the Royal Fashion Diaries and I'm your host, Charlotte Bray here. Today I'm joined by Fashion Director Amber Graafland and we're going to be discussing some of the key looks worn by the royal family over the past month. So to kick things off, we've got the Duchess of Cambridge at the Hampton Court Garden Festival, and here she's wearing a lovely green dress. What do you make of it?
It's a high street dress, so it's by a label called Sandro, which we have seen her wear before. I love the fact that she's confident enough to wear high street clothes. Obviously it's a more informal occasion, so she didn't feel like she needed to wear something uber glamorous, but equally she didn't have to wear something that was from the high street either. And she's accessorised it with a pair of earrings from high street accessory brand Accessorize. So she's gone for the whole high street look, and of course it's an informal occasion, so she's wearing her favourite Castanar espadrille wedges, which she loves to wear.
And I feel like everybody wants to get their hands on a pair of these wedges.
Well, if you go onto the Castanar website, they are constantly sold out, and you get a message saying, we are going to restock soon, please come back. But the good news is that everybody's picked up on this trend and you can get them on the high street for a very affordable price, so everybody can get the look.
The midi dress is a big trend this summer, isn't it?
Well, listen, she owns this look, doesn't she? We often see her wearing this style. She's a big fan of the midi length. I think most people could wear that dress and look really, really effortlessly chic.
And next, it wouldn't be British summertime without a trip to Wimbledon. She is sporting a very classic look. What do you think?
I absolutely love this look. It's really, really pared back. It's actually called a flippy wiggle dress by Susanna, which is a boutique that's a favourite of the royals actually. You see Kate wearing dresses from there, and also her sister Pippa's a big fan. I love the fact that it's white, and actually what stands out really is the accessories. So she's accessorised with an Alexander McQueen belt and rattan bag. Obviously rattan's been a big trend this summer, so she's ticking a lot of boxes there, and it's also a mini tote, which is another big accessory trend.
She has a real way of taking these like quite modern trends, like the little mini bag, but making it still look quite timeless.
Yeah, because she's not a slave to fashion, and I think this is the lesson we can all learn from her. She obviously really, really loves clothes, but I think for the Duchess it's all about looking right for the occasion. She also has a really good sense of occasion, and she doesn't let the clothes do the talking.
And also, she's the patron of the All England Lawn and Tennis Club, so she's wearing her little bow, which just is teamed perfectly with that belt.
Well, I think what we don't realise is how much planning does go into these outfits. It's not just about thinking, what do I want to wear today? She does have to wear something that really suits the occasion, and I think actually it's probably not an exaggeration to think that she has planned this outfit around the ribbon, because it's all about her patronage, about representing Wimbledon, and she would take that very seriously.
And 2 days later, we had the Duchess of Sussex come to Wimbledon, this time in a private capacity. She was there with two of her friends and they were watching Serena Williams play, who we know is a close friend of hers. And so I think, quite appropriately, she's a bit more dressed down, it's a bit more casual.
Yeah, she's looking really laid back and casual. She's got her favourite skinny jeans on. We know she loves her skinny jeans. She's wearing a blazer by L'Agence and just a really simple black t-shirt. Now the hat, we've seen her wear at Wimbledon before. It's a Madewell hat, and the sunglasses are great. They're by a brand called Finlay & Co, which were relatively unheard of actually until the Duchess started wearing them, and now of course they're on everyone's radar because they have the ability to do that. I just think she looks really cool, and she just does look like she's out to have a fun day with her friends.
Yeah, this is kind of her signature look, isn't it? The kind of Panama style hat. And
she does it very well. I mean, she does look really, really effortless. It's chic and understated, and I think sometimes that's the true testimony of style. It's very easy to look good when you've got a team of people putting you together and you're wearing a really expensive designer dress, but actually when you're left to your own devices and you're just pulling something together, that's when you really see, how people, have got a sort of innate style.
The next event on the royal calendar was the christening of Archie Harrison Mountbatten-Windsor. And here we've got a family photo, and there are a lot of great looks going on. What do you make of what Meghan's wearing?
I think she looks really, really beautiful in this photograph. I mean, obviously she's beaming with happiness and she has a huge smile on her face. And I think she's chosen an outfit that is not going to take over. So she's gone for something very, very simple, very pared back. It's by Dior, and I think actually that is the house you're going to go to if you want something really minimal and understated. And I think the whole idea of this was, it's not about her, it's about her son, and it's about the occasion. So she's gone for something that is beautiful, but it doesn't take over.
And in the limelight, we've got Archie front and centre. And he's wearing a replica of an old christening gown that dates back to Queen Victoria. I think it was worn by her granddaughter. It's called the Honiton gown.
It's so delicate now that they can't bring it out anymore. So the Queen's dressmaker, Angela Kelly, had an exact replica made. And doesn't he look completely adorable?
He does, looks so sweet. And I think the eyes of the world were all on it, all waiting to see what the baby would look like.
Absolutely.
Now moving on to Kate. She's wearing a great outfit.
I've got to be honest with you, I think she was the star of the show in this photo, and I think a lot of that is down to the colours that she's chosen. She's wearing a really beautiful Stella McCartney dress with a pussy bow, and we know she loves this neckline. We've seen her wear it a lot. She wore the Gucci blouse recently with the same neck detail. But I love the colour clash with the headband. So she's also worn a pink dress, and then she's got the kind of raspberry red headband by a designer called Juliette Botterill. Now, I think it's also quite interesting because Kate's really started a big trend this summer for this headband. Now they're calling it the Boleyn headband because it reminds everyone of the headbands that Anne Boleyn used to wear, one of Henry VIII's faithful wives. But I think she looks absolutely amazing, and for me it's all about that colour clash.
This is the kind of look that I think we'll see being replicated at weddings and christenings.
Well, interestingly, at Ascot this year, not a fascinator to be seen, everybody was wearing those headbands.
It's really modern, it's just like a nice fresh take on a fascinator.
Definitely.
And she's also teamed it with the Collingwood pearl and diamond drop earrings, which used to belong to Diana's. So that's just a nice nod to her late mother-in-law.
Yeah, it's always about that attention to detail, and I think that the jewellery is a big way that the royals do that. So I think that was a really, really nice touch.
Next, we've got Meghan's mother, Doria, and she looks absolutely gorgeous.
She does look really stunning. She's wearing an outfit by Oscar de la Renta. It's a dress with a matching frock coat, and it matches the hat, obviously. It's a perfect colour for her, but also it kind of matches the setting, and I think she just looks really, really beautiful.
And to her left, we've got Lady Fellows and Lady McCorquodale, who are the late Princess Diana's sisters. What do you think of what they're wearing?
There probably was a meeting beforehand to talk about colours.
Yes.
They've worn colours that kind of blend into the background. They're quite neutral. And again, that's a very grand room to fill. So they really have come up with outfits that match that sense of occasion.
And finally, we've got the Duchess of Cornwall.
Well, she definitely got the memo about the colours. So she's wearing something very neutral. She's wearing a dress by Anna Valentine, who is her wedding dress designer, and she works very closely with her. With a pair of Chanel pumps. Did you know Camilla is the queen of the designer accessory? She loves an expensive handbag, she loves an expensive shoe, so I love the fact that she's snuck a Chanel pump in there.
That's so stylish, but also so understated.
Camilla's definitely found a winning formula that suits her, and she's not going to veer too far away from that now.
And not to disappoint, we've got Camilla again in another off-white kind of number.
I think the key to this dress is the shape. She really knows what flatters her. She sticks to a 3/4 length sleeve. She knows that she needs a slightly scooped neckline. But again, it's very elegant. She's teamed it with a Soul Bliss shoe. She's a pro. She knew she was going to be standing a lot that day, so she's gone for a comfortable shoe. And I love the fact that she's kind of got this kind of quite basic dress, but then she's really kind of honed in on all the key accessories.
And now we have the Duchess of Cambridge back again at Wimbledon for the ladies' singles final. She's in a beautiful emerald dress. What design is this?
This is by Dolce & Gabbana. What a great colour to wear to Wimbledon, the emerald green. It looked absolutely amazing. She got it absolutely right. It's got a little bow at the neckline, and as we know, the Duchess loves a pussy bow, so this is definitely an accessory and a feature that she likes. But it's all about the big statement buttons, really, isn't it? And it has a very pretty puff sleeve as well. Now, she wore it before on tour in Canada in 2016, but it does look really different this time round. I don't know if it's just because she's wearing different shoes and her hair's a bit different, but obviously everybody picked it up straight away as being a dress that we'd seen her wearing before.
I think it's great, especially with the focus on sustainability, that she's, you know, somebody in her position is proving that you can rework outfits.
You can wear things again and you can make them look different every time.
And it was great to see by her side her sister Pippa and Meghan. And the three of them looked amazing together, didn't they?
I love this photo because they're having such a good time, but obviously focusing on the fashion, they did all look incredible. The Duchess of Sussex doing what she does best. It's a really pared back outfit. She's wearing a really crisp white shirt with a pleated skirt. Really, really simple. Obviously the shirt is by Givenchy, so it's an amazing white shirt.
She loves Givenchy, doesn't she?
She does love Givenchy, it's her go-to. And she's wearing it with a pleated Hugo Boss skirt, and actually that's another designer that she goes to. And she's wearing a pair of sunglasses, which is no surprise there, but they're by a brand called Le Specs, and they're actually really reasonable. They're £50.
Wow.
So she doesn't always wear super designer sunglasses, so it's quite interesting that she's picked up on those. Now, I think the person that we really need to talk about here, because I thought she looked incredible at Wimbledon this year, is Pippa Middleton.
Yes.
I think she's really upped her game. She's looking amazing, and she's wearing a dress by a British designer called Anna Mason, who I absolutely adore. Specialises in really feminine floral designs, and Pippa's wearing one of her dresses here, and I think she looked absolutely incredible.
Now the final day of Wimbledon, it was the men's singles final, and the Duchess of Cambridge was taking her patronage duties very seriously and in a very triumphant outfit here.
I think we can safely say that the Duchess of Cambridge saved the best till last. She's wearing a dress by Amelia Wickstead. There's everything to like about this. I mean, firstly, the colour. It's in the cornflower blue that we saw her wearing at Ascot that everybody absolutely loved her wearing.
Oh yeah, that was the lace Lace outfit.
Yeah, she looked absolutely incredible. Ascot this year. Everybody was talking about that. So she's kind of taken that colour and she's wearing it at Wimbledon. It's a dress by a British designer, which I think is a lovely thing to do when you're at an all-British event like Wimbledon. And she's very good at supporting British design talent. This is something that we do know and love her for. But what an amazing dress. She loves her fit and flare, and that's the shape that we're seeing again here. It has a beautiful cap sleeve detail, which again, very flattering on her arms. Everything comes together here. She obviously takes these things very seriously. She's thought about how she needs to look on the last day of Wimbledon. It looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And those shoes, they're perfect, aren't they?
Okay, so not only is she championing British designers here, but again, she's doing her bit for the British High Street. They're by Aldo. And they are an ankle strap block heel shoe, and they're in bone, and again, really super affordable. And I love the fact that she's mixed designer with high street, and she just manages to look absolutely incredible.
She seriously does. A total masterclass from her, I think, here.
Absolutely got everything right.
And finally, going out with a bang, we had the Lion King premiere in London, and it was such a star-studded affair, and Meghan did not disappoint, appearing in this beautiful black dress.
It's a dress by Jason Wu, and I think if you're ever going to own a little black dress, then this is the one you want to own. Isn't it amazing? I love the shape. It's a fit and flare shape, which is obviously super flattering. Has the mesh panel at the top, so it kind of makes it quite evening-y, a little bit sexy, but without being too showy. I think Meghan's very good at doing that, kind of crossing that line between something that's very good for the sense of occasion, but also a little bit modern at the same time.
Yeah.
But we need to talk about the accessories. They are really sensational. She's carrying a Gucci clutch with a Diamante butterfly clasp. It's very, very elegant. But it's all about the shoes for me. She's wearing a pair of Aguazura heels that have Diamante detail on the back, and they have a name. They're called Portrait of a Lady. But it gets better. Elton John picked them out, and he approached her and said that he thought they were absolutely amazing and that he loved her shoes.
Wow, okay. Well, if that isn't a nod, then
it's a good accolade to have if
really
Elton
is.
John likes your shoes.
It is a black dress, as you said, but I think it's safe to say it's a showstopper.
It really is a showstopper. Everything about it is really understated, but when you look at the detail, it all kind of screams elegance, and she looks absolutely sensational.
And that completes this month's Royal Fashion Diaries. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, Amber. If you enjoyed it, then do stay tuned, because we'll be back again next month with some of the best looks worn by the royals. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.